What would you do if the life you planned fell apart piece by piece? What would you do if you had no family, no friends within 2,000 miles, and no social safety net to rely on as your world collapsed? Would you have the courage and strength within yourself to rise and fight for your survival over and over again? Our friend, Kristen Quevy has, and this is her unbelievable story. Kristen was a successful design engineer. Her promising future was cut short when she was sexually assaulted by a coworker and discovered her pay was discriminatory based on sex. As a result, she developed complex PTSD and agoraphobia. She coped by isolating herself and self-medicating with alcohol. Things went from bad to worse when she discovered a lump in her breast that turned out to be cancer. Kristen simultaneously battled breast cancer and sought treatment for her mental health. She remains sober to this day and has helped others struggling with addiction. Just as a bright future was taking shape, her private disability insurance illegally terminated her active claim. She was left with no income for 8 months and was financially ruined. Next, a truck ran a red light and hit her car head-on. She underwent 5 major surgeries, but they did not work, and Kristen remains permanently disabled. Then she was terminated from her job under false pretenses while on disability leave. Then she sought help at a mental health facility to address these endless traumas and battles. There she was sexually assaulted again by a fellow patient. She was audited by the IRS. Even though she followed her tax attorney's advice to a T, she ended up in tax court, lost, and now owes money she does not have. She was diagnosed with breast cancer a second time and underwent a mastectomy and suffered a long, painful recovery during the pandemic. Finally, her private disability company wrongfully claimed 100% of her benefits. The law group who initially helped to reinstate her claim pocketed 1/3 of all her award money, abandoned her case, and kicked her to the curb, literally. As a result of the actions of the insurance company and her own lawyer, Kristen and her 2 cats were ejected from their home of 13 years with nowhere to go. For the past 3 years, Kristen tried everything to get her benefits restored and or get assistance from California's social safety net. She contacted over 70 elected officials, government agencies, lawyers, nonprofit organizations, churches, and media outlets in 2 counties to no avail. She endured countless calls and emails in search of help where she was looked down on, lied to, passed off, ignored, and was denied help so often that she felt dehumanized. Losing one's career, livelihood, and physical abilities is enough to kill a person. At times, feeling the additional loss of self-worth, she feared it would. What's heartbreaking is Kristen faced these major life events alone with no one there to comfort, support, or care for her. Having CPTSD, Kristen's fears and doubts were amplified, multiplied, and played on an endless feedback loop. And because the tsunami of events overlapped, Kristen could not catch her breath before the next wave crashed on her. Kristen is permanently disabled and her only source of income is SSDI. She is trapped in a gray area of income where she does not have enough money to survive, but she has slightly too much income to qualify for assistance. The result is, Kristen suffers from food insecurity. She receives $50 per month in food stamps, which is not enough. She is 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighs about 90 pounds due to not having enough food and too much stress. 75% of Kristen's income goes to temporary housing. She and her 2 cats have been bounced around to 3 temporary homes, separated from all of their possessions because she cannot get housing assistance. Kristen is facing yet another major health challenge and cannot afford to do anything about it. Kristen cannot fight the insurance company who put her in this financial tailspin in the first place because she cannot afford to. Does this seem right to you? The great stories of courage and transformation don't end like this, and neither should our friend Kristen's. We believe that Kristen's greatest achievements and triumphs are right around the corner, and perhaps she will achieve what she calls her 3 Ps of aspiration, earning a Peabody, Pulitzer, and Nobel Peace Prize. We are asking for a bridge loan of sorts to secure Kristen's immediate survival, go back to school to find a path within her physical limitations, and obtain legal representation to regain her rightful disability benefits. With this financial security and opportunity on her side, Kristen can emerge into the life she was meant to have. If you believe in one person's ability to effect tremendous change, if you believe a civilization is measured by how it treats the most vulnerable among us, and you believe David should defeat Goliath, will you please donate? And if you believe in your own power to effect change, would you please share Kristen's story so others in crisis can see it is possible to make it through life's many challenges like Kristen has? We can't thank you enough for your help.